Welcome, I'm Georgie Frost. Today we're talking to Simon Pickering, Head of Finance at Finance Isle of Man. Now, Finance Isle of Man was created to promote and develop the island's largest economic sectors, financial and professional services. It performs a key role as the primary conduit between government and industry. So let's find out a little bit more. A warm welcome to you, Simon. Firstly, explain to us, if you would, in more detail than I just have there, the purpose of Finance Isle of Man.
Yes, thank you for the introduction, Georgie, and delighted to be able to do this interview today. The Finance Isle of Man was set up as a public-private partnership around 3 years ago now. So we are actually part of the Department for Enterprise, which is a division of the Isle of Man government. So the finance agency itself contains members of the business community, professionals representing all of our main sort of financial services sectors: banking, professional services, accountancy, pensions, and of course the largest one, which is insurance, which makes up actually around 19% of our GDP. So the finance agency actually has delegated powers from the Minister of the Department for Enterprise to look at policy, promotion, and products. And obviously one of the new products that the finance agency has been considering and has given us the to go ahead to expand on is the InsurTech initiative.
Which leads me nicely into, can you just describe the strategy then that you have for InsurTech? Yes,
well, it started around 18 months ago when obviously fintech is a massive sector around the world. And we thought maybe we should look at InsurTech, as we are experts in insurance, and as I've just said, it's a very large part of our economy. So we commissioned a report at the start of lockdown 1, which was interesting, and Deloitte came back with a report which thankfully said that the island has got a number of the necessary building blocks already in place to become an InsurTech centre of excellence. So we went back to Deloitte and said, that's great, thank you very much. Now can you tell us how to do it? So their second report was more of an enabling report, and it has set out 6 separate pillars that we have been concentrating on, those being governance and strategy, talent and skills, access to funding, regulatory environments, promotion and eminence, and the most exciting one, and I head up this subgroup, is, for me anyway, is around collaboration. So we've had a working group set up, which is headed up by a gentleman called John Spellman, who was well known in the insurance world. He used to head up Clerical Medical International on the Isle of Man, and then HBOS UK. And this working group is made up of senior professionals from various parts of the Isle of Man economy, including the regulator. We felt it was very important to have them on board from the start, but also some entrepreneurs, some legal experts, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a really good working group, and it's starting to bear fruit.
What defines the Isle of Man approach?
Our approach really is not to be in competition with other jurisdictions. Our largest trading partner is the UK. So our approach is all about collaboration. We want to work with other jurisdictions that have InsurTech ecosystems, and we want to use our skills here on the island to drive the InsurTech initiative worldwide, because there is an absolute need for it. So as an example, now that we are starting to travel again, we have an event in conjunction with FinTech Scotland on the 13th of October, titled InsurTech Scotland and the Isle of Man Working Together. So that gives you a flavour of the way we're starting to message. Furthermore, we have an InsurTech 3-day trip to Zurich, the European head of Zurich, head of insurance, I suppose, and then Dubai in November. So it's all about collaboration. Yes, we want to attract startups and existing SMEs to the Isle of Man. We would like some jobs here, obviously, but it's that collaboration piece that we're really strongly trying to promote at this point.
What would be the draw? What would be the benefits of partnering with the jurisdiction?
Yeah, there's a number actually that we've identified recently within the working group. I mean, there are some of the general benefits of dealing with the Isle of Man. So the strong political and economic stability, the central time zone, the professional services industry that acts as a support to any growth sectors. We have a neutral sort of tax position on corporation tax. We have no inheritance tax and no capital gains tax. So those are the sort of general reasons that people should consider doing business with the island. But specifically for InsurTech, we have 12 international life and wealth management offices headquartered on the island, some of them household names: Zurich International, Canada Life International, Utmost Wealth, Quilter International, etc. And all of those companies have been established here for many, many years. So we think one of our USPs is there's already a ready-made market, because they have tens, if not hundreds of thousands of customers throughout the world. And there is a need for those customers to be dealt with in a more efficient manner. So we're thinking along the lines of artificial intelligence for underwriting, blockchain technology for claims, and there's an absolute ready-made market on the doorstep within throwing distance of where I'm sat at the moment.
Can I ask you about the IOM approach and how it's benefited clients?
Yes, it's fairly early days in our approach, so we haven't as yet gone to market strongly. But the event in Scotland on the 13th will be a sort of soft launch. But we've been having a large number of calls like this with various other establishments and businesses, and there's already quite a number of people who are interested. They are being invited to come and visit us here. But our main approach for anyone landing here is to welcome them with open arms, to introduce them to people that they need to be speaking to on the island. And we are looking to put together an InsurTech hub. So this will be a government-run and government-funded incubation space that a startup or an existing business can use to work in and collaborate with other like-minded entrepreneurs and tech businesses on the island.
How would you regulate that space to ensure that really only the best businesses are collaborating together?
Yeah, that's a very, very interesting question. So from the very start of putting the working group together, we felt it was extremely important to have representation from the Isle of Man Financial Services Authority. So 2 of their senior members are active on that group. And we are still working through the sort of market access clarity piece with the FSA in terms of some InsurTech businesses don't need to be regulated themselves because they are purely providing products to the likes of Canada Life and Zurich. Other companies absolutely will need to be regulated. So we're looking to put through a sort of faster track system for those InsurTech businesses that are dealing direct with the consumer to make sure consumers are protected, and obviously the island's reputation is also. So that's the regulatory side. Absolutely, from a filtering point of view, we are aware that when we go to market properly and say there's some free space here for you, there's also going to be a number of Isle of Man government grants available that hopefully we will get a large amount of of interest and therefore applications. So it'll be down to myself and my team. I've been in the industry here for more years than I care to mention now, Georgie, but it's around 36. And it'll be down to me and my team to sort of filter those applicants to want to join the party, to make sure that, you know, they've got a reputable business idea, they've got their own funding that we can back, and that they've got the relevant skill set in place in terms of human resource as well. So yes, there will be a filtering process.
That's 36 years of quality experience. What new ideas and initiatives do you foresee on the horizon? Is this an exciting time?
It absolutely is. Yeah, I've been with the government just over 7 years now, and before that, I was a financial advisor for around 25 years. And this is the most exciting time I've been with government. We've got a number of new initiatives within the departments. We've just finished a social and digital media campaign for our captive insurance sector. We're in the throes of a similar campaign for our international pension sector. We have just launched a campaign to promote ourselves as a international finance centre of excellence, initially targeting the UK and South Africa. And then obviously the InsurTech initiative has received, in Isle of Man terms, significant funding from Treasury over a 3-year period. So this is by far the biggest project I've been involved with in my time here. And we've got some exciting ideas of how we can move forward. So we're thinking of having an InsurTech conference on the island next year. We've got ideas around InsurTech World Championships. I mean, it's endless, really, what we could do.
How intriguing! InsurTech World Championships. Simon Pickering, Head of Finance at Finance Isle of Man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Georgie. Appreciate it.